Okay, are we ready? Yeah. Who was here on Monday? Because I'm having a massive memory block. So Carol, Marie. Yeah. Okay. So we talked about fascia on Monday, just a little bit, um, and I'm not going to use the M word today. That was just cruelty to Carol. So the M word is the MOIST word.
Ah,
Yeah. Who's veggie or vegan in this group? Okay, this is all right then. So you know when you get a really lovely juicy steak and you can see the muscle shape in it. So you can see like a bit of muscle there and a bit here. And then when you pull it apart, you'll see the white cobwebby, spiderwebby type stuff there. So that is what we're going to be focusing on today, is that cobweb stuff. And it's
Tasty.
amazing because that is the stuff that is holding us together. Okay. It's everywhere. It's literally from the very tip of our toes to the very top. I know, just about. If you've got that mobility, our cobwebby stuff isn't as like supple and glossy and movable. It tends to be either brittle or it just kind of moves apart.
Like over chewing gum.
Yeah, exactly. So I think of it like elastic bands. So you know how they should be nice and flexible like that, and then when you've got a connective tissue disorder, then quite often they're, all corroded and snappy. So that's how I imagine our collagen and fascia to be. Um, and when it's healthy, it's supposed to slide and glide. It's supposed to be really moist, lubricated, slide, enable you to move freely. And lots of people think that when they get stiff, it's their muscles that are tight. But when you're living with a long-term health condition, often it's the fascia that gets a bit sticky. Okay, and so what we're doing today is we're working with the fascia to see if we can allow it to glide a little bit more and lubricate it up a bit more. Is lubricating a better word than moistening?
Ooh la la.
Okay, so also our nervous system interacts with fascia a lot. So when we're in pain, the fascia is very sensitive to the pain and it tends to kind of tighten up a little bit. So what we're trying to do here, we're going to do some breathing as well to try and settle the nervous system and to enable the fascia to let go. Okay, so we're going to lie down. I'm going to stay sitting up for a little bit. And you can put your hands on your ribs or your belly. And you can also sit up if you prefer. So whatever feels better to you. Just find a comfortable position for you. And as you're breathing, I want you to feel and imagine your fascia opening up around the rib cage, like the cobweb is opening up here as you breathe in. And then everything coming back towards each other as you breathe out. So imagine that expansion of that gorgeous, silky, cobwebby stuff that's holding you together as you breathe in. And then allow it to all let go as you breathe out. As you're breathing, imagine the ribs expanding wide. As you're breathing out, allow the belly to just soften. So these long breaths are helping your fascia to stay springy, but they also enable the nervous system to calm. So I want you to imagine the breath sliding through the whole of your web of tissues as you're breathing. And imagine that movement of your chest coordinates with the movement throughout your body. So all the fascia in your body will be responding to the movement of your breath. Because every single part of us is connected in this long sheath of just gorgeous gossamer, silky fascia. And then if you feel ready to, we're going to lie down and we're going to start lubricating the fascia around the hips and the lower back. So we're going to start with some pelvic clocks to start with. So we're going to gently circle the pelvis. Just really small circles. Knees bent feels better for your back usually, but if you want to prop them up on something instead, that's fine too. So we're doing it really smoothly and slowly. And you'll notice as you're circling the pelvis, your knees will naturally want to move with the pelvis as well. And quite often there's the fascia that's enabling you to move as well. So if you held your knees really still as you were circling the pelvis, you'll be actually lengthening some of the fascia. Whereas here we're just kind of moving with the fascia like seaweed in water. And circle the other way as well. So it's smooth and slow. Sometimes if you're busy, it's really hard to slow everything down. So with long breaths and gentle movement, you'll really start healing that nervous system. And then bringing your pelvis to somewhere in the middle where you feel like you can settle down again. I'm going to draw the arms up towards the ceiling. That's it. And we're going to turn the palms outwards and then turn the palms back inwards again. And as you're doing this, notice the parts of your body that are moving. So have a look at your hands, because obviously the hands are moving as you're doing this. And the movement of your hands transfers the movement down towards your elbows and your arms. And if your hands are up, you'll notice the shoulders are also moving as well. And you may notice as you're doing this, other parts of your body moving too. So you may notice that your shoulder blades are getting in on the action. And the movement transposes into your chest, into your shoulders, into your back. Just with this one simple move. And even if you're doing it down here, you'll still be working the fascia and those long lines all the way. That's it. We'll be moving. And then allow your arms to settle. That's it. And we're going to move into a shoulder bridge, but with a difference. So to start with, I'd like you to tilt pubic bone to nose just an inch, like you're lifting your bottom up just an inch, and then release. And some of you, especially if you're not tight in the front, if you're tight in the front, will feel a kind of gentle pulling sensation as you do this, maybe from the knees all the way up to your hips. Some of you might just feel a little bit of a lengthening here. And this isn't just the muscles that we're working now, we're working those long frontal lines of fascia in the front of our bodies. And here it's like we're stretching them out and then allowing them to recoil back towards each other. That's it. Remembering if anything doesn't feel good for your knees, often putting a pillow or a ball between them really helps. And over time, you'll be able to lift your pelvis a tiny bit more, and then it won't feel like it's pulling quite so much. That's it, and that's because our fascia now is beginning to glide more smoothly and easily. That's it. Imagine the fascia just opening up and then coming back towards each other again. And then we're going to take a moment just to sway the knees and just release any tension that you may have brought into the back end of your body. And taking your time, we're going to move over onto our sides now. So just have the legs comfy. So it doesn't matter which angle the knees are at, it's just whatever feels better to you. And we're going to start by bringing the arm down by your side and then reaching it to the point that feels comfortable to you and paying attention to how that feels in your body. So having an idea about where you're feeling this. You may be feeling it just in your arm and your shoulder. You might feel that when your arm moves away, you can feel the muscles and the fascia here responding as well. That's it. Well done. So you're only doing it to the height that's good for you today. Now we're going to bring the arm forward and reach the arm forward with the shoulder blade as well. And then reach the arm, the shoulder blade back, and then open. Try and keep the hands in the peripheral vision. That's it. And feel that long, almost like a bit of tension coming down the front from your fingertips all the way down the front as you do this, but just keep your hand in your peripheral vision. And then we're going to come forward again, so pushing forward and then opening up. That's it. Pushing forward. And then we're going to really play with this fascia now. We're going to push and circle around. Still keeping it in your peripheral vision as you do this. I often like to protect my neck when I'm doing this, so I hold onto the pillow behind my head. But just choose what feels good to you. So you might want to adjust your pillows to make sure your head's protected.
Right.
Did your cat think you were coming in for a cuddle, Carol?
She's right in my face and she was trying to tablet and nearly knocked it over. tired of personal space.
On her terms.
Yeah, she's terrible. She
Yeah.
doesn't like me touching her, yet she's quite happy to be right in my face. Will you just move over a bit, darling? Thank you. I do apologise.
When you're ready, rest your arm down and lengthen your leg away. And imagine that fascia just suddenly releasing and opening up as you lengthen it, and then recoiling as you close it.
Oh, go over that side. Go over that side.
So you're pushing it away and returning it. Now this is quite hard work. So if you wanted to do this and keep the leg resting, especially if you've got lipedema or lymphedema, any of the conditions where your legs feel super heavy, do feel free to do that. So another option for this, to explore the feeling of the fascia even more, is lengthen the leg away and then draw it back. And you might feel a little pulling sensation all the way up to maybe your rib cage, maybe even further up, and then return. That's it. And then when you're ready, we're going to slide a little bit further by reaching the leg away from you and reaching the arm in the opposite direction. And then recoiling back again. Do feel free to take breaks between each one if you need to, or continue moving with flow. And then take a moment to rest. And we're going to topple over to the other side.
So it looks like you're in your cat's personal space, Carol. She explains that.
Kind of is like that, yeah. Let's go around this side now. Let's see, can you just...
Cruelty to cats.
Oh dear.
Okay,
Right,
so we're going to lie on our sides and reach the arm to the height that feels good to you without compromising your shoulder as you reach. And then return. And imagine those long lines of fascia between your fingertips going all the way down the inside of your armpits, your waist and your bottom. And while you're doing this, explore the angle of your arm as well. So does it feel better to have your hand down, or does it feel better to turn your hand forward? Just explore how that feels. Then we're going to bring the arm forward. So reaching forward beyond your body, drawing the shoulder blade back and then opening up the arm, bringing it to your peripheral vision. That's it. Feel that long line from the front of your arm all the way down to your chest. And again, pushing forward and opening up. And this time we're going to open up. We're going to allow the shoulder to respond as well, and turning the shoulder backwards so you can open the arm up even further And here you might feel the lengthening feeling between your fingertips and your knee as you reach forward, reach up, and draw your shoulder back as well. Then we're going to rest the arm and move down to the leg, where we lengthen the leg and allow it to return back to the other one. Taking a break between each one or continuing to move in a steady flow. And it says keep it small and smooth because fascia loves sliding more than straightening. Then pushing the leg away and drawing it back just a touch as well, and then returning. And feel how the rest of your body will want to respond here as you draw the leg back. You might even feel it from your toes all the way up to your ribs again. And then we're going to push away and reach the arm in the opposite direction to your leg. And return. So pushing and reaching. That's it. Okay, let's do this final one. And then I'm turning the page. Okay, so we're going to do some moves on our tummies. I'm going to demonstrate the moves first so you can see what we're doing and so I don't hurt your necks when we're on tummies. So if you could just watch me for now, that would be amazing. We're going to start with resting our forehead on the hands and then very gently lifting the forehead up, but lifting the chest with it, so you're still keeping the back of your neck nice and long. So try not to look up like this because we want to keep this bit long. So that's the first one, is a gentle lift and return, and feel the movement between your pubic bone and all the front lines of your body, all the way up to the crown of your head as you do it. So I'll break it down and we'll do that one first together, and then I will show you the next one once you're looking as well. So it's a very small, gentle lift of the chest. That's it. And imagine the fascia gliding all the way from the tip of your pubic bone, all across your tummy, so your chest, your shoulders, and along the back. Imagine it recoiling, compressing a little bit as you lift, and then lengthening back out again as you lower. It's it. Katie, do you want to do a seated version? So if you feel okay with your hands on the bed behind you, gently lift the chest like this and then return. Well done, you looked after your neck then, you remembered. That's it. So smooth, gentle moves. That's it. And then some people, when they're lying on their tummies, they prefer to have a pillow under their forehead for this next bit, or you might choose to have your forehead resting on the mat. So choose what feels better for you. And we're going to reach one hand away from the opposite leg. So we're going to gently lift a tiny bit, but think more length as opposed to height. And then return. So length instead of height as you reach the opposite side. And return. So gently, one at a time, reach and relax. Really thinking about the lengthening of the fascia throughout your whole body, going from your toe all the way up to your fingertips. That's it. If anyone doesn't want to do this on their tummies, I can adapt for you. So if you want to, Jem, you could do the same on your back if you want. And you could reach the opposite lines, nice and long, and then return. And the reason why we tend to start from knees bent is it just softens your back a little bit. It makes it a lot safer for your back. So here we're imagining we're lengthening that fascia from front to back. Okay. And when you're ready, push yourself back into a prayer stretch if you're still on your tummies, or you could hug the knees in towards your chest if you're on your backs. So whichever feels better to you today. So prayer stretch is our demo prayer stretch. I always do wide-kneed prayer stretch because it allows us to breathe. So we're not compressing tummies, but you can choose to do this one, or if you prefer, knees together, like this. And then we're going to transfer into a seated position. That's it. So where's your shoulder, all right?
Yeah. So I'm just dizzy, so I was just holding myself.
Oh, bless you.
No, just potsy, going lying to.
Are you warm where you are today?
No, it's quite cool. I was debating whether to put a jumper on before we started, but I was like, no, because I'll get too hot once I start moving. Yeah, I'm like Katie. I've had the big jumper out for the last couple of days.
Nice. It's so nice, isn't it? Just to get a bit of freshness back again.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we're seated if it feels okay to you. If not, you could be on your back. And we're going to keep the hip where it is and reach the arm up and over. And I always do this in class. Every single class I do, and I'm sure you can imagine why I do it. There's this gorgeous feeling of just opening up, going all the way down from your fingertips down towards your hips. That's it. Well done. And Katie, you reminded me then. Thank you. For anybody who doesn't like having their hand above their heads, this is perfect. Well done. And changing the angle slightly, so reaching diagonally. Feel them. It's almost like a pulling all the way from the tips of your fingers down towards your sit bone. And you may notice that one side pulls a little bit more than the other. And you might want to spend a little bit more time on one side than the other. That's it. Remembering you can keep your arms very low if you prefer. And when you're ready, we're going to return upright. We're going to undulate, because fascia really loves kind of spirally type movements. So we're going to draw the chest forward and around. That's it. And if you want to stay lying on your bed, you could circle the pelvis around instead. That's it. Very nice. Going smoothly and slowly. And see if you can involve the pelvis here as well. That's it, be very gentle. So allow your pelvis to circle. And let's go the other way. Are you off, Sahira, or do you need to say something?
I need to ask that whoever's got the bin men happening.
Oh, do you want me to shut my window?
Is it yours?
They're noisy, aren't they? And it happens every Thursday at this time.
It just seems to go on forever. Thank you. I did wonder where it was.
See, you just got to count yourself lucky that you've got bin men. I'm in Birmingham. We don't have any.
What? Come back and then circle the shoulders. What do you mean? Do they just not bother turning up?
We now have a general collection every 2 weeks, but they haven't collected our recycling since January.
No.
Because they're in union talks because of the bankruptcy of the city council.
Oh gosh, that's awful.
Yeah. So it's been in the news, but Birmingham is, yeah, we're in trouble.
Yeah, that's awful. We're going to do a figure of 8 with the crown of our head. It's really small, so I want you to do it very, very tinily and close your eyes as you do it. And see if you can notice the feeling of that movement moving all the way down your body. And then we're going to move towards the nose and draw the figure of 8 with your nose as well.
Sounds like Rice Krispies in my neck.
And then when you're ready, bring your nose back towards the centre and rest in the most comfortable position for you. So if you want to lay back, that's fine, or if you're happy sitting up, that's good too. As we move into just a short relaxation today, so you could allow your eyes to close or soften. And then start gently breathing, noticing the movement of your ribs, your shoulders, your back, allow your jaw to relax. Allow your forehead to smooth over. In your mind, I want you to bring gratitude to the movement that you've done today, to how all the movements have allowed your fascia to spiral and glide and reset. And you may notice that there's a feeling of more space, ease, or lightness in your body, and it could be just really subtle. That whole web of fascia is going to remember these rhythms and movements and moistenings. And we're going to reach the arms up to the height that works for us as we breathe in. And exhale, pressing the hands down past your chest in honour of your gorgeous gossamer web of fascia throughout your whole body. Well done, everybody. Well done. Thank you for today.